Sawadika, welcome to Be My Guest, and you're with me, Sochil Lim Kyeng Kai. In today's episode, we will be looking into the pharmaceutical and medical sector in Myanmar. How Thai businesses will have the opportunity to enter the market, we will hear more about it with our special guest today. In today's episode, we are with Dr. Winmo Pyo, the representative of Myanmar Pharmaceutical and Medical Equipment Entrepreneurs Association. Sawadika. Welcome to join us today. First of all, let me ask you about the economic situation in Myanmar right now.
Currently, our economic situation is slightly down, but you know that we are still in the closed system for many years.
I see.
So now we have to make a lot of reform, especially in the rule of the law. We are doing the reforming of the many law and creating the new law and correcting the old law. So now we are at in this phase. So maybe in the near future, after this, our economic situation will be more better.
I see. It takes time to do many reforms.
Yes, of course.
And what about the medical sector at the moment in Myanmar? How is it going?
Our medical sector, less long ago, our local entrepreneur, we are doing the business in our medical sector. So now, up to now, we are doing ourselves. So you know the medical trading business, it doesn't need any for investment a lot, and it doesn't need higher technology. It doesn't need so much investment. So our local entrepreneur can do easily this business.
I see. So basically, you're saying that there's not much import for medical stuff, or you're doing it locally?
No, most of the 95% we import from the foreign country, because only 5% can produce in our country, because we have only a few manufacturers in our country. So we have to import more than 95% from foreign countries like India, Indonesia, Singapore, Thailand.
I see. And as you've mentioned that now the economic situation, you know, is slowly transforming. What about the cost of living for the people? Has it improved after, you know, Myanmar entered democracy fully?
Cost of living?
Yes.
Yeah, up to now, especially in the developed area like the Yangon and Mandalay, yes, of course the cost of living is higher year by year. But the rest area like a rural area, but the cost of living is stay okay and stay low.
I see. What about the business climate for the Thai business, you know, medical sector? If some Thai businesses in the medical area is interested to enter the market, is there a lot of you know, Thai companies already existing there?
Yes. Yeah, there's a lot of Thai pharmaceutical companies in Myanmar. They also get the good business market share. For example, like AX, there's a well-known brand in Myanmar. This produces a Unison laboratory. It is also the Thai leading pharmaceutical company. So for the Myanmar, now our government is planning to upgrade our healthcare system. So there's a lot of, they create a lot of demand, especially for the medicine and medical equipment. So this is the right time for the foreign company to do the pharmaceutical business in Myanmar.
I see. What about hospitals? Has there been other hospitals from other countries been opening inside Myanmar recently?
I think the MIC, now Myanmar Investment Commission, they also allow foreign hospital to do their business in Myanmar. I think Krakow Hospital is a very famous in Myanmar.
I see.
Last 6 months ago, they launched their clinics in Myanmar. So I think maybe near future any other hospital from Thailand. They also open their branch office or their clinic in Myanmar.
I see. So what do you think are the main factors that would help to improve the pharmaceutical sector in Myanmar?
The main factor?
Yes, that would help to grow.
Actually, our market size is also the huge. We have about 51.49 million people. So our market is also big. And then now, as I mentioned you before, our governments are planning to improve our healthcare system. In the future, they will create they are drawing the national health plan, and then they will supply the essential package or health service to every citizen. At the time, they have to supply the more medicine to every citizen. So our institutional demand, our government demand will increase, and then they will make more tender. So the market size will be increased because of the government tender. This is one reason. It's also increase 15% annually, about 15% annually.
I see. So what's the time frame that the government plans to, when you mentioned that you want to supply a health care for every citizen, so when is that going to happen? Is it 5 years' time?
Maybe next 2 years.
Oh, that's very quick actually. I see. So can you explain more about the healthcare system that will be put into place?
Now, currently, as I mentioned, we are still in closed system, so we have to know we have our overall expenditure for health service is only $11 currently. So our government know to get the sustainable development of our country, they have to invest in the health and education system. So now they are planning to invest more in our healthcare system. So they make a public-private partnership meeting. So they call every stakeholder to the NBTWorld, and they make to draw the national health plan. So that at the plan they will supply. They created the essential package of health service or EPHS. So they are planning to try to do this essential health package to every citizen, not only in the Yangon, not only the Mandalay, but also in every area of our country.
But it's quite big though, Myanmar, and there's many villages, as you say, that is not yet very developed. How do you think the government can reach to those people in the villages?
Not only the government, with the help of other, maybe the WHO or the World Bank, USA's JACA, with the help of these kinds of international association, the government are planning to establish this system.
I see. So you say that it's slowly growing.
Yes.
What, apart from medicine and hospital, what about cosmetic surgery, as it's now an upgoing trend everywhere in the world actually? Is Myanmar trying to look into that as well, or it's maybe a future plan?
Myanmar is also, now in Myanmar there's a clinic related to the health and beauty. So there are many clinics in Myanmar, and then most are from the Bangkok and from the Korea. So most of Myanmar people admire that kind of activity. So this is very popular in Myanmar now.
I see. So you're saying that a lot of Korean and Thai clinics are opening up there.
Yeah.
So is the feedback good? Is they getting good feedback?
Yeah, feedback good. Most of Myanmar people now, Myanmar young ladies, they admire the Korean style. So they used to go to that kind of clinic every month.
So why don't you think the government try to send their own doctors to go for surgical schools, so that they can come back home and then open their own clinics? Wouldn't that be better? Is there any plan for that in the future, or?
Maybe in the future, but now we have the money to reform.
Yeah.
So maybe this is one of the reform.
I see. So right now, is there, apart from hospitals that you've mentioned, Bangkok Hospital already opening in Myanmar, is there other type of Thai companies that involved with medical sector opened there?
I think now there's a hospital. Maybe there's a branch office or other hospital like many hospitals. Their branch office already open in the Myanmar, and then some other pharmaceutical company, they are also well established in Myanmar. I think because we have a good relationship in our pharmaceutical between Myanmar and the Thai manufacturer.
I see. And I've heard that there will be an exhibition held soon in July, if I'm not wrong. Can you tell us more? What is the exhibition about?
That exhibition is Myanmar Farm Expo 2017. And the manufacturers from all over the world, they will show their product. They will introduce their advanced technology to our local distributor. A local distributor like us, we visit and we will make a business matching, and it is okay. We will do the business with them.
I see. So what is your expectation? What do you expect from this exhibition?
This is expectation from the two sides. From us, like me, from the distributor side, we want to do the business with advanced. We want to introduce the advanced product or advanced technology to our country, so to get the more business profits. For the citizen point of view, we can get the more advanced technology, or we can study how other developed countries are doing the advanced, using the advanced technology like this. 2 points or aim.
So this is not the first time.
Yes,
this is actually the fifth time.
Yes.
So how was the past feedback when you exhibited this exhibition?
Yeah, that is good. They have the great feedback because there's many visitors come to the expo, and then they got a lot of business dealing between these 2 days of expo, especially through the business matching session. They got a lot of business between our local partner and their foreign manufacturer.
So do you think this exhibition actually helps open up the market as well?
Yes, of course. Because for our local distributor, we can easily get the chance with make a meeting with the foreign manufacturer. Otherwise, we have to go to the abroad. The cost is very high. Now in Yangon, we can easily go and we can easily make a meeting with them. It's a good opportunity for local distributor.
Good opportunity and convenient as well, since they're already there.
Yes, of course.
So what are you looking for this time, since the exhibition is there and you say that this going through reform? What is this time that Myanmar is missing and you're looking for to improve in the medical sector?
You mean?
I mean like, so you have hospitals already, you have clinics already. What else is that you think needs to be improved in the medical sector and that you want to learn from other countries?
I think now for the businessman, we need to develop our manufacturing ability. So we have to build our own manufacturing factory. So this is the aim for our local distributor. Our aim is to produce the medical product in our country, and we also want to distribute these kinds of product to other regions.
I see. So now we'll take a short break, and in our next break we'll talk about more Thai businesses in Myanmar. Thank you. In our second break, we are still with Dr. Winmar Pyo, the representative of Myanmar Pharmaceutical and Medical Equipment Entrepreneurs Association. So in our second break, let me ask you now that I've heard that there is new laws being implemented in Myanmar about investment. Can you explain to us about that?
Yes. Previously, we have the two laws, the Myanmar citizen investment law and foreign investment law. Now our government combined these two laws and they announced a Myanmar investment law. Under the new law, they release some restrictions. They are facing difficulty especially for the foreign investor. So now, and then they created the tax-free zone, like a zone 1, zone 2, zone 3. For example, they give the 3-year taxation to the zone 1, 5-year taxation to zone 2, and 7-year taxation to zone 3. Like this. Now the new law, this advantage for the foreign investor.
I see. So it's very recent.
Yeah, it's a very recent.
When was this implemented?
Maybe next year.
Oh, so it hasn't been implemented yet.
Yes.
I see. So what did the investors say? Do they think they agree to this?
Yeah, I think new law, this is fair for the both sides. Not only for the local, but also for the foreign investor. This is fair for this create a fair play ground for the investor.
I see. So when you talk about laws, when a company wants to enter your country to open a company, let's say a medical company, what do they have to do to go through which process?
At first, you have to establish your home company legally. So you have to discuss with your law firm or the agent to do the business, and then they will they will perform. They will submit all required document to our MIC or our Ministry of Commerce, and then they will establish the new company. I think last time it is very complicated for the foreign investor to establish a new company in Myanmar. Now currently the government released some restriction, so now currently it's okay for the foreign investor. It only takes 1 week or two to do the new company.
Actually.
Yes.
So is there any difference between a medical company and a normal company?
There's no more difference, because medical company, we call the pharmaceutical company, is under the trading company, under the trading category. So you have to be the member of the UMICCI. You have to get the import certificate. Same with other trading company.
I see. So no matter what company, it's the same process anyway.
Yes.
So let me ask you more about your association itself. Can you explain to us what it is?
Our association, NBTWorld, this is a stand for Myanmar Pharmaceutical and Medical Equipment Entrepreneur Association. We are the association of the owner of the pharmaceutical trading business.
Okay.
Also, we make the election 2 yearly. So we select about 32 executive committee member from the owner of the business. We are doing the trading business, especially the medicine and medical equipment. So our objective is to help the government to give the right information with the facing of the difficulty of the businessman. What are the difficulty of businessman and the manufacturer, and then we collect the voices and difficulty from our member, and then we discuss with our government officer from the respective government, and then we also support the hacker activity to our citizens, to our local people. And we are doing this kind of association. That we are the non-government organization.
I see. So you're not actually related to the government, but you help support the government in a way.
Yes, of course.
I see. So has it been established a long time already, your association?
Yes, about over 15 years. 15 years.
Over 50?
Yeah,
15, I see. So that's a long time actually.
Yes,
I see. So has your activities increased in the recent years?
Yes, recently, for example, we support we bring this kinds of expo to our country. We support to the organizer, and then we make a training course, or like the hacker development training course. We are doing this kind of activity.
Okay, so you're the one actually bringing all the exhibitions related to, drug and pharmaceutical things into the country.
Yes, of course.
I see. So how does it work? You have to travel to different countries and then, attract these people to your country, or how do you do it? How do you promote?
Actually, we make a MOU with the association, like our association, like in different countries. So we make a MOU, and then according to our MOU, or we make this kind of expo, or we make some other activity. We send our delegation to their country, and then they also visit to our country.
I see. So that's great. It's like helping developing the country in another way as well. Sure. I see. What about the FDA rules? Can you explain to us about that?
FDA now. The FDA is one of the reform process. Our governments are willing to reform our FDA. Previously, it takes too much time to get the drug registration certificate, but now the governments are planning to change. They also release some unnecessary process, unnecessary step. So now, to get the DSC, we only need to wait 18 months. Previously, we have to wait for a long time. So now FDA also under the reform process, and the activity also more convenient to our local businessmen.
I see. So they has lessened the period of time to get the certificate to make it convenient.
Yes, of course.
I see. So what is the feedback? Are people happy after the process? It's much quicker than before.
For the distributor point of view and manufacturer point of view, we are more happy. We are more convenient we can start the business very shortly. Otherwise, we have to wait for a long time to get the DRC. So without DRC, we cannot do any business. So we are happy.
So when you say, you mentioned many laws and many processes that have been shortened, like from the government trying to support. Has there been increase in the companies after these rules and regulations have been implemented? Are more foreign investors interested to come?
I think to attract the foreign investor, releasing the law is only one factor, because we have to improve the many other factors like the infrastructure, because for the electricity, or the land, the building, the transportation. So I think maybe the releasing the law or releasing the restriction is one factor. It's not 100% reliant on this thing, I think.
I see.
We still need to develop other infrastructure.
And you mentioned MOUs. Have you had any MOUs with Thailand?
Yes, I just got.
Can you tell us like some examples?
Thailand, the pharmaceutical you have the Thailand Manufacturer Association. We also make MOU with the association, and then we also make association with Pakistan, the Korea, India, like this.
I see. So what do they offer after the MOU? What is the MOU about?
What is the MOU? We share the information about our Myanmar pharmaceutical market, and then, as I mentioned before, we send our delegation. We attend their expo. We attend their some meeting, and like this. They also come to the Myanmar. They also visit our expo, because we also make our head expo 2 yearly. So they attend those kinds of ceremony, and then we share. Actually, we share mainly we share the information from each country to country.
But not technology or equipment, not as yet, right?
Not yet. This is our future plan.
I see. So, if a Thai person is interested, where can they get advice from to enter your, medical sector?
They can get the information from the Ministry of Health and Support, and then they can also visit to their website. The government, that is the government side. From the private side, Thai manufacturer or Thai entrepreneur, they can also inquiry through our association. We are only welcome all of you to inquiry about our Myanmar pharmaceutical market.
So you'll be happy to aid them with the process and stuff. Is there any advice that you would give to our Thai entrepreneurs who wish to enter the market?
Currently Myanmar, the most of not only the Thailand, some other countries, they are willing to come to invest in Myanmar. But in Myanmar, we need to develop a lot, like infrastructure, electricity, transportation. But don't look for the recent difficulty, look for the future opportunity. I want to give a suggestion like this.
I see. Well, Myanmar is actually developing, so we need to give you time to grow. But I'm sure that many people want to enter the market, as you know that it's untapped. It hasn't been reached in by many countries yet. Everyone wants to be the first one in. So I'm sure that people will be interested regardless whether there is, obstacles or anything. They will look for opportunities when people want to do business, of course. So since you're here, is there any other things you would like to say to our viewers regarding the medical sector?
Our medical sector, I've already mentioned, our market size is huge, because we are about 51 according to 2014 the census. So our market is huge, and then now our government is invest more and more in the healthcare sector. So they are more invest to buy the medical equipment and the medical product. So at the time, so maybe next 10 years, I think the market is straight. The market demand from the government side is stay huge, stay high. So this is the right time for the foreign investor. I think especially I want to do all of Thai entrepreneurs to do manufacturing business, especially manufacturing of pharmaceutical products. I will really welcome Thai entrepreneur to do this kinds of business in Myanmar.
I see. So you recommend to enter the market now as it's a good time. I see. Well, unfortunately, that's all the time we have. Thank you so much for sharing your information with us today. Thank you. ขอบคุณค่ะ With the market rapidly expanding, many international pharmaceutical companies will try to enter the market. With barely untapped market of 57 million people, it is a great opportunity if Thai businesses will take this chance and enter the market. And that's all the time we have for this episode. Thank you for tuning in. See you again next time. สวัสดีค่ะ